Hi, I'm Bukomi David. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I'll be taking you through brief definition of Python, history of Python, and why we should learn Python, and then we'll be writing our first line of code. So what is Python? Python is a high-level, popular programming language known for its simplicity and readability amidst all different kinds of programming language that we have, such as C++, Node.js, JavaScript, Java, HTML, CSS. Amidst all these parts, Python is among the programming language that are simple and very, very much readable. It was created by Guido van Rossum and released in 1991. Now, Python is easy to learn. It is open source. Now, when I mean open source, it means you don't need to pay for the software before you can use Python. Python is an open source, and it also has Python documentations online. We'll get there. So Python is also versatile. It can be used to do different kind of things, web development, automation, Internet of Things, robotics, web design, a whole lot of things. Now, what can Python do again? Python can be used to create web applications. Python can be used alongside software to create workflows. Python can connect to database system. It can also read and modify files. Python can be used to handle big data and perform complex mathematics in statistics and data analysis. And Python can also be used for rapid prototyping or for production ready software development. So Python can be used for a whole lot of things. So quickly, let's go to the next part. Why Python? Now, Python works on different platforms. Python works on your Windows, on your MacBook, on your Linux, on Raspberry Pis, on Arduino boards, on different Internet of Things boards. Python works on most of them. Now, Python has a simple syntax similar to English language. Now, Python has syntax that allows developers to write programs with fewer lines than some other programming language that you have to write complex or more lines of programs to do the same thing or to perform the same operations. Python runs on an interpreter system. Okay, that means that the code can be executed as soon as it is written, and the code are executed in each lines according to each lines. Now, this means that prototyping can be very quick, can be very easy. Python can be treated in a procedural way. We can use it as an object-oriented function. You would have heard me mention syntax earlier. So what is syntax? Syntax refers to the rules that define how Python code is written. Syntax refers to the rules that Python code follows or is being written. Now, just a reminder, our tools for this particular introduction to Python course will be Jupyter Notebook, and the Jupyter Notebook that can be accessed through the Anaconda, and then our Google Collab. Quickly, let's go to a new kernel and then we start writing our code. So if you remember, when I was teaching you 2 videos before this video, I showed how to download the Anaconda and how to access the Jupyter Notebook from the Anaconda. So quickly, let's write our first code. So our first code is A. So then we see our A equal to hello world, and then we print A, and then we have our result to be hello world. Now in Python, of which we'll be moving there quickly, Python has data types. Virtually all programming languages have data types. When I'm referring to data types, I mean we have strings, which are a combination of letters and words. We have the integers, which are a combination of numbers, both positive and negative. We have the floating points or float, which are the numbers with decimal. The integers are the numbers without decimals. And then we have some others like that. So we'll go there. We'll delve into that in the next video. Now, another thing I want to show you here is part of the syntax of Python is that a variable must not start with a number. So I can't have 4e equal to 4e equal to David. 4e equal to David. And then say print 4e. So let's see what it gives us. It's going to give us a syntax error because a variable, which is the 4e, should not start with a number. Variables cannot or should not start with a number in Python. So now let me do this so as to make it easy for us. A variable should not start with a number in Python. So now, having known this first thing, a variable should not start with a number. Now quickly, let me define what a variable is. So variable is a container used to store data. So I'll be using the markdown just to make it so a variable is a container used to store data. See a variable as a school bag, and in the school bag there are different things: notebooks, mathematical sets, eyeglass, pen, a pencil, probably your food flags, and different other things. So the school bag is seen as the variable that houses the other items, which are the different kinds of data. So a variable is a container used to store a data. So in labeling it, our A, so let's write a particular A equal to 50 and B equal to 75. So print A plus B. So we have our answer to B. We have our answer. Oh, sorry. Now, another thing I should quickly talk about now is that Python is case sensitive. So the reason why I'm having an error message here is because my variable is B but in small letter. So if we change this to capital letter B and then I run my code, it's going to give me the answer. Oh, so that means variables are definite, including the case. So if the variable is a capital A, then it should be a capital A forever, except when we change them. So with this, we've come to the end of this video, and then I'll see you in the next video where we talk about the data types. Thank you. Like, share, and subscribe.